It is June 8th, 2023. This is the trade recap for the day using ICT Concepts, episode 11. So, um, as always, we'll start with like the daily and kind of go over where price went today. Um, Price lined up exactly with my weekly profile and like my bias. We tapped right into, um, so this is the candle. This is the daily candle for today, the Thursday. So, tap price into this daily fair value gap and got a nice reaction. Let me see if I can. Well, yeah, so it wicked down below here, right there, that wick, and now, or for today, I took one trade. I kind of didn't put in that much on my position, but I still did take the trade. I'll show the execution here on the 1 hour. We were reacting off of this 3 hour BISI, just an area where we want to watch because we're still in the volume imbalance for the weekly. Um, but my bias was calls today just because it is Thursday and we made the low on Wednesday, and I marked this intermediate term low out, and I knew this was a key low that we weren't going to take out, um, and so this was just the narrative that I had in mind going into market. Marked out my 8:30 at midnight. Price dips below, and I know this is like we're below 8:30, and this is an optimal area for me to take longs. So that's exactly what I did. Um, I waited. I was unsure if price was gonna be very bullish and just like jet off as soon as market opened, but I waited for a good entry. I was just waiting here. Market opens, and there's no entry here, so I'm just waiting. Price drops down below, but I'm not going short here because my bias is bullish. So I believe I've typed it out somewhere right there. Your bias is bullish, so calls slash longs. I typed that out just to remind myself that no matter how good a setup may look, if it's not supported by the daily bias or things like that, it won't be supported overall. So I just waited. We dip and sweep sell side, but like I said, intermediate term low. I know we're not coming back down below there. So we just have sell side swept from overnight session, and we have a market structure shift here. So to be honest, I was not focused today, like on the charts. I had like, I don't really know where my head was. But I saw this play, and I thought this was silver bullet. Um, and could have been. I mean, it plays out really well, five handles, things like that. Um, so I missed the first entry. I feel like I would have put my limit here, like my buy limit, like right here. Oops, like right, Jesus, like right here. But I wouldn't have gotten filled, so this was just it was an IOEFED, institutional order flow entry drill, and that would have been a really good entry because you did shift market structure after sweeping liquidity, a lot of liquidity sell side, then breaking above that short-term swing high, um, and this is significant just because it's a swing high that was made inside of an imbalance. So kind of breaking that shows you that market structure shifting, and you're also shifting off of a daily fair value gap, which is exactly what my pre-market setup was going to look like. And there it is playing out. Let me show you guys the. So here it's just a screenshot um, of the live execution. There it is, trade of it. It's live. So it got in here. This is the 5 minute. Yeah, so 5 minute, and then got out after five handles. So that was that. I did also take it on options. I think the account's up um, quite a bit in percentage, but it's still, it's still a work in progress. I'm not trying to rush things, but I'm not trying to take things really slow. So, balance. And in my head, what I thought this is a breakaway gap. Breakaway gap, measuring gap, whatever. It's a BPR because you have sell side offered, buy side offered. Price dips in, doesn't even close inside, and takes off. And when I see this fair value gap, I'm also thinking this could be a potential second silver bullet, um, which would have been valid because price just continues to pump up. So this could have been a valid second entry, which is actually uh, what I was like considering, but at this point, I just like wasn't in the right headspace, so I just I just watched price pump but as long as I called the bias for the day, then that's good enough for me. I wasn't able to. Let's see. We'll just use we'll go on the 5 minute to do this. So we'll go on the 5 minute and we'll project and see how accurate this fib was. So here, I mean these are relative swing highs, so I don't really like that projection, but um, yeah, I don't like that projection at all. Sorry. But yeah, that was price for the day. Really nice, just overall really nice, like price action. It was really clean today. Uh, and this would have been a second entry that I was just watching. I wasn't at my desk for this trade. I actually fell back asleep. I was just mad tired, but this would have been a valid trade entry. Basically the same setup that you had initially. You just have shift in market structure, taking out a swing high for value gap, and it plays out really nicely. Here, little to no drawdown. You might be scared if price comes back down, but it's just accumulating and then distributing one more time, taking out this high and then making the high of the day. But yeah, overall, really nice price action. I liked it. Let's look at the higher time frame. So yeah, this is let's see, tomorrow, we don't have news tomorrow, but it is Friday, end of the week, so I'm thinking we're going to head towards the relative equal highs here. Want to see price kind of dip back into a fair value gap or something of that sort. So it could be bearish overnight. Not completely sure. We have like an inversion fair value gap here, so this will be an area to watch for our fair value gap. May actually mark that out as inversion. Yeah, so that's something to watch overnight. Can get rid of this for now, and then kind of just clear out some of these things. But other than that, I'll keep everything else on the chart. So on the weekly, where is this? So I remember ICT saying something about not wanting to see price trail back into consequent encroachment of this wick, I believe, this weekly wick. Can't really see what that is, but um, he's also been using the DXY a lot, which is something I should also be doing. So we'll actually take a look at DXY and see what DXY has been doing on the daily. Very bullish, and we've taken this swing low. So I'm kind of leaning more towards, like continuing downwards into a potential volume imbalance. Something like that. Because once this candle displaces, I want to see another displacement before even thinking about a fair value gap forming, which might indicate like a bullish narrative for DXY, which would mean shorts for uh, indices. But I think that's mostly what I wanted to cover. I guess I'll just do a few housekeeping things. Oops. For some of the newer viewers who don't completely understand the terms that I'm like throwing around. So, um, what SIBI, right? SIBI. That's a sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. So that'd be something like, let's just go on a higher time frame. Yeah, so like right here, right? This right here. This is where sell side's been offered, but there's no buy side. Buy side's offered here. This is a buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. So price is going to want to trail back inside of this area, which it does very nicely. So just using like that narrative in hand when you're projecting or predicting, you can use like, this would be a BISI. This is an up candle, and a SIBI is a down candle. So that's just like a term for the day, I suppose. I guess we'll just do that from now on. Um, let's see. Yeah, but in terms of everything else, I'm working on trying to figure out like how to screen record a little bit better when I'm doing my live trades, so I can get that up and then overlay music and things like that without getting copyrighted. But there is, and I'm also working on like Discord servers and like social media platform for trading. But I will link the Discord server in the description if you guys feel like joining that. It's just trading charts, potentially live trade, or we will do live trading in the future. But for now, I'm just getting things set up and then really zoning in. But yeah, we'll keep you guys updated on the futures trading and start sharing the percentage gains as well as options, which I'm kind of excited for. I'll let you guys know when I hit a major milestone, and then that's when I'll start taking things up even more. But uh, today's Thursday, expecting bullish price action tomorrow, but then again, reacting off of high time frame PD arrays. So keep that in mind. That's probably going to be it.